Ahoy and welcome back once again to I Like Watches. If you're new here, my name's Gary. I Like Watches. You're here watching this because you like watches too. And if you find yourself enjoying my content, and if you haven't done so already, perhaps consider subscribing. Doesn't cost anything. You just have to click your mouse or press a key on your keyboard. You've done it a million times. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a couple of watches from a brand that I've never featured before. And this brand's been around for over 10 years. I'm talking about Borealis. They make all steel sports watches, dive watches, GMTs, and they've sent me their latest creation. And I unboxed this watch on my second channel, I Like Watches too, and the comments were pretty positive. This is a rather unusual looking dive watch, and it is relatively affordable. And if you've never shopped on the Borealis website before, you're eligible for 15% off, which makes this watch even more affordable. We like a discount, don't we? This is the Porto Covo, a 300-meter diver, and the most distinctive feature on this watch is those, well, I was going to say applied indices. They're not applied to the dial, they're sort of floating under the crystal. In fact, there's a few distinctive features on this watch. The finishing, the sort of integrated bracelet. Yeah, it's quite an unusual looking diver, isn't it? Quite striking. There was initially 8 versions available, 4 colours, date and no date versions. Sadly, they have sold out of the white dialed watches. I really wanted to see for myself and share with you a white dialed version, but I guess it's good for them. They've sold out of those watches already. No surprise that they are the most popular options, and they're using Miyota 9000 series movements inside these watches, which is fantastic, and it's what makes these watches even better value for money. 9015 and 9039 movements, and as you can see, they have sent me the black dial with gold accents version and the all grey, well, sort of gunmetal grey version. So these watches, without any discount, are £316. With the 15% off, that drops the price to £268. That's a pretty good price considering the specifications, which I'll run through in a moment, and the movements, and the build quality is pretty decent. They feel like well-built watches. There are some areas that I'd like to focus on or recommend for improvement, but yeah, I still think that's a pretty decent price. They feature the sort of specifications that I think you're going to appreciate. Sapphire crystal, AR coating, 300 meters of water resistance, screw down caseback, screw down crown, solid build, so solid end links, solid links, screw pins, a decent clasp with on-the-fly adjustment system, which is an absolute must these days for watches like this. Ceramic bezel insert, it's a diver's bezel, so 120 clicks, unidirectional. The alignment on one watch is perfect. The alignment on the other watch, not quite so much. The initial lume burst is pretty decent. I've also filmed a 5-minute lume degradation clip, which you'll see at the end of the video. The lume is different on each watch, so on both of these watches anyway, so yeah, it's good to show you the lume. Very cool and unusual dial configuration with those sort of floating indices and the hands sweeping around the dial under those applied indices. You've got then, an integrated bracelet, well, sort of shrouded lugs. It's not truly integrated. You can wear this watch on an alternative strap if you want, but yeah, it's certainly a little bit different, isn't it? And the finishing, fully bead blasted, fully matte, no polishing, no brushing. The ceramic bezel insert is brushed, a little bit too coarsely brushed, I think, and I would like to see a few polished accents, I think. This finishing sort of works for this watch. I've seen this type of finishing, fully bead blasted, I'm talking about, on sort of futuristic watches. It gives the watch a slightly different look, doesn't it? It's definitely a bit unusual, a bit different, and this watch can sort of get away with it, although I would like to see some contrasting finishing on maybe the chamfered edges. The lume on the hands could also be a touch stronger, I think. On those indices, it's good. I keep wanting to say applied indices. I guess they are applied. applied, they're applied to these little stalks that sort of poke out from underneath the chapter ring. But yeah, the loom on the applied indices looks decent. The loom filled into the ceramic bezel insert and onto the hands, not as strong. So those are my recommendations really to refine this watch a little bit more, soften the brushing on the ceramic bezel insert, add a little bit of finishing detail to the case, and then also just improve or match the strength of the loom on the hands to the applied indices. But I think that's it. It's a great size considering it's a 300-meter diver, decent weight, decent proportions, good looking watch, definitely a little bit different looking, and yeah, for the money I think it's a cracking buy. Like I've said already, these are the first Borealis watches I've seen, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on others. So guys, let me know what you think of this watch and the review in the comments section. And if you've got any questions, you can reach out oldmantimegary@gmail.com.